This is the Job Estimator developed in Java. I've developed some Job Estimator in other program, but this one is a request from one of you guys out there who would like me to develop a Job Estimator using Java. Okay, here you can just enter your name, whatever you want to enter. So you can just call it Jesus, Son of God, or God's Son. And email address, let's say birth, date of birth. That's not real though. Just enter whatever in there. Okay, telephone number, that's Jesus' phone number. And email address, just say Jesus_gmail.com. Alright, now address. Church Road. Oh, we have an error there. Church Road. Let's say number 1 Church Road. NWs 6 London. Okay, that's the address of Jesus. As you can see, there's no reference number because the system generates the reference number. Okay, so you will be going for 5 meters of copper there, let's say 7 meters of chrome, and 8 meters of plastic pipe. Okay, label. The label is actually charged at the rate of £24.99 an hour. So let's say the label is approximately 6 hours. And the distance traveled for this plumber, let's say that's about 12 miles to your own, to wherever the job is. Okay, is it giving out discount? Yes. So all you just need to do is click on total right here, there. Okay, and you can always check, let's see if there's no discount. You can see the whole price. So let's say there is discount, so you get about 10% off. If you work that out, 10% off 400 and something. Let's take that out there. Okay, you also have a calculator to check if that's right, if you know how to, for those of you who are good in using your mathematical skills. And we also have a calculator right here to do that. As the calculator, you can just enter that in there. Okay, you multiply that by 10, and if you want to divide by 100. There you can see, if you check out what you get in there, look at that. Okay, and you can then convert your money, depend on your currency. Okay, let's say we have 413, and you would like to convert it to whatever you want. Maybe let's go for Nigerian, why not? There, boy, that's expensive. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's what it will convert it to for you. Okay, and right here, that's supposed to be a receipt. You can always print out your receipt and you can reset or exit. Okay, so what I will do next is just take you guys straight into Java NetBeans development environment, and I'll show you how to put together this type of system. So let's go into Java NetBeans now. Okay, let's start a new project in Java. Select the new project right there, or you can always go to File, New Project, and make sure your Java is selected. Select Java application right there, click on Next, and if you want you can just give it a name, right? I'm going to call mine Job Estimator, and the class I will check that and click on finish, and there. Now I have my Java Estimator right there. Right click on it and go to new JFrame form. Click on that there, and if you want to give it a name, I would advise you to give it a name though. So just give it a name. I'm just going to call it Job Estimators with an S. The package Job Estimator as well. Get rid of that. Job Estimator 1, and just click on finish. Okay, now we have our form ready. If you want, you can just resize it all you want, or you can always go to size right there and just give it a size. So I want mine to be something 1366 by approximately 700. That's okay. So in here we have preferred size, so maybe we can go for about 3000 there just for more room, or let's go for the same number. So, and here make that 700. Okay, that's that done. So the next thing I want to do now is to get a frame, dump it there, and I'm going to change the back color of this very frame. Let's change that to black. Okay, select black right there. Okay, now just press Control D to duplicate it. There, it's duplicated right there. You can see that. So if you want, you can always position it to wherever you want it. I want it somewhere here. And I'm also going to press Ctrl D, okay, because I want one right underneath there. And the next thing I need is this very tab right there. Can you see it? Okay, now place that here. Just position it how you want. That is supposed to be a tab control. So for you to set your tab control, that is it right there. For you to get this set, you now need to get a frame or a plain panel or a panel and draw one of those in here, and you can see the tab. Okay, get another one depending on how many tabs you want. Get another one, place it right there. If there's any error, all you need to do is just get this plane and drop it inside the tab panel, and that is it. Okay, so if you want, you can change the name to whatever you want to change it to. So right click, edit. I'd like to change that to, let's say, calculator. And this one, maybe right click and change that to reset. Yeah, and maybe change the back color. I don't know yet. I'll change the back color. I can always change it back if I don't want that. Let's change it to black. Black is 000 anyway. So let's put it in. Should be in there. 0, 0, 0. Yeah, that's it. And change the back color of this one as well to black. 0, 0, there. So right now, if I choose to run my interface, now this is what you guys will see. Let's just save it and try to run it. So just compile, run, let's save. Okay, this is how the whole system is looking right now. Just need to, I'm still going to redesign the interface so that you guys see how it will look like. So let's close that. So the next thing we need to now do is to add some component onto this very system. Let me start with text box. Need a couple of those, and let's change the font size of that to approximately 18 there. Okay, that's about that size. Okay, that's fine. And let's press Ctrl, delete the content inside it, and that's it. And just press Ctrl D to copy it across. Alright, just move it up, align it properly how we want. Alright, that's looking good. Okay, you may have to do a bit of modification. Move this up a bit. Alright, so we're going to need some couple of labels as well. We need some labels. Let's get those labels on board right here and change the text content of that very label. Okay, we're going to change that to job reference, and font, make that 18, and we then need to change the full color to white there. Okay, now it's coming up a little bit. I'll maybe change that to about 24, make it a little bit bigger, 24 there. Okay, so this is how it's looking now. I think I'm gonna have to speed up the development of the interface and get back to you guys. Right, this is how the interface is looking right now. Okay, I'm just going to run it and show you guys one or two things. So let's run it and see. Compile, run, and there we go. Right now this whole system does nothing. Okay, you can see nothing happens. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is to get this timepiece ready. Okay, so let's click on that. Even the exit doesn't work, as you can see. Let's close that, and now right click on the form itself. Okay, but before then, let me just show you one thing. You must make sure you import the Java utility calendar. The Gregorian calendar, I don't know, I might have to use that, but you can just import it if you want. The color is, if I want to change the background color, that's why I imported that there, and the font. The random, I'll be using that for the job reference number. So what I will do next is this, which give us the time, and this will also give us the date. So let's run it and see. Compile, run. Okay, as you can see, we have the dates there and the time right there. Okay, and here if I drop this down, that is what happened. Okay, the lines of code that you saw in the form activate events actually generated all of these. Okay, for this to work, I've added some variables, so let me show you those variables. Close that. Okay, let's scroll right up here and right in here, those are the variables that I declare for my job estimator. You can see job details. We now have labor, travel, plastic, copper, chrome, and VAT or tax. These are the variable for the calculator. And here I have an array that I'm going to be using, and below it are the variables for currency conversion. So those are the variables that I'll be using for this very system. Look at it, take a good look at it again. From here, take it down, and those are all the variables. So let's go back into the system now. Okay, right here, the very text box you guys are looking at, that I will use that to enter the length of the any of the material. Okay, that's copper pipe. Whatever you enter in there will be in meters. Chrome in meters, plastic pipe in meters, and for labor, that's to do with how many hours worked, and that's distance traveled to get to the job destination there. And here, that's just to display the cost, if there's any discount, and this is for if there's any. This is for subtotal, tax, and total. These are all in. Okay, so now let's kind of like finish up with the interface. I think my panel is missing there. Let's put it back. Let's put that in there. Okay, let's take it down. Where is it? Just get the, yeah, that's it. It's right there. So change that back to the receipt. Right click on it and just change it. Where is it? Right there. Receipt. Okay, and the back color, let me change the back color to black anyway. There. So oh, sorry, that's to do with the receipt, not the other one. Undo that. Get the receipt down. So the receipt is sorted as well. So let's get rid of this. We don't need this there. Okay, the next thing now I'm going to take care of now is, let me just take care of this exit button right there. And where is the exit? I think right here. So that will be system dot exit. That's it right here. Double click on that and just enter 0 in there, and followed by the resets. That's the reset there. So enter the following lines of code for the reset. That's it. Those are the lines of code for the reset. So that's no big deal. It's just to get rid of all of the whatever content is inside the text box. Okay. Okay, let's compile and run. Just compile and run and see how it works. First of all, let's give the reset a try first. Just enter anything in there. Right there. Let's see what's going to happen. And we can clear. Let's hope so. Let's check this as well. Oh, sorry, reset. That's it. That's working, but this is not working, so we need to take care of that. Okay, let's check exit. Exit is working. That's fine. Okay, so let me just show you guys the reset code. Those are the lines of code for the reset up to here. So that's the reset taken care of. Okay, I noticed the time and the dates were not displayed when I ran it. Let me show you guys what I meant. See, they're not displayed, so I need to get those sorted again. So let's just right click on the form itself, go to events, okay, window activate, right there, okay, right here, let's enter as follows. Okay, I'm gonna have to import some component on there. So there they are. Those are the lines of code for the dates and time right there. But before it can work, we're gonna have to import some of Java components. So let's go right up there. They're right here. That's good. The system has officially imported it anyway, so let me run it and see. Okay, the date is working, 25th of December. Okay, so Merry Christmas everyone. Alright, or Happy Christmas. Okay, the next thing we need to do now is we still don't have anything for the receipt, so I'm going to just add something for the receipt. So let's just add a text area right there and just paste it in here, drag it about that. I think that would do. That will be for the receipt, and let's give it a name. Come to the property right here. There, let's give it a name. Let me put it with an S, receipt. Okay. And that is that. So the receipt is done. If I compile and run it, let's just run it and see. Alright, that's looking much better, and that's looking much better really. So, and now the next thing is to double click on total right here and just enter the following lines of code to generate the reference number. Okay, that's my lines of code for the reference. So the reference number is generated randomly. So if I compile, run, let's run it and see. Okay, now just click on total. There, that's the reference number generated. You can see the date, the time, everything. Okay, so that's taken care of. So exit works as well and reset works as well. So exit. So the next thing is to continue with the calculation for every single component here. So to do that, I would be making reference to my array right up here. Right here, that's the array there. Okay, so I will now declare 5 of those in my total. So back in my total, I'll declare the following local variable, net tax. Okay, that's just to deal with the tax, and then enter as follows. Assign the following to the array. So the following, okay, all of the data that is inside each of my components, I meant these ones, these very ones, okay, those are what I'm referring to right here. I've now assigned them into my variable that will declare as part of global variable up here. There they are, those are the global variable. Okay, so let's come back down here, and there they are. Alright, so All of this global variable is now assigned into, or is now multiplied with the array here. Those are the array that I have in there. That's my array, and those are the price for each of the material. Then multiply by whatever value is in here, and the content is in the content that are in here are meant to be in meters. So it's now assigned to the multiply by the price of each of those material. Like here now, that's the price for the labor per hour. So you can always comment that if you want, as labor per hour. And here, that's distance travel. Okay, travel cost per mile or per kilometer, depend on whatever you want. And here, that is copper pipe per meter, and so on. Right. So those are just the comments, just for understanding. So this is a chrome. And here we have plastic pipe there. Okay, that's taken care of. Now we have an if statement here. This if statement is to do with the discount. So if this very discount checkbox is checked, okay, and what will happen is all of the data inside the array is added into this variable called job details. Job details is then multiplied by the tax and divide by 100 and then store into net tax. The net tax itself is a local variable, and okay, that shouldn't be there, I guess. That's the job details is then assigned into job 1, okay, so that we can get it in pound sign or whatever you want. You can see that's the string format change right there, and then it's then assigned into subtotal. And job 2, which is a string variable, that is where we store the tax. Okay, the net tax is stored in here and then display into this text box. You can see that that's job 2. Okay, if you don't want to get confused, you can always change that to maybe job tax, and you'll see an error here, so just change that to tax as well, and that's that taken care of. Okay, if you just want to make it all clear. And finally right here, I then have my job details, which is the total of the job, okay, which include the material, travel, and hour work per hour or labor per hour, is then stored in here. Okay, and if there's any, the final one is just if there's any discount that is deducted from the total. Okay, and that's that. Let me just show you guys the codes for the first part of the if statement. That is it right there. Let's take it up again. Okay, that is it. Bring it down so that you can see it. Let's reduce it so that you guys can see it. Alright, job 2, that's tax. Let's change that to tax. Yeah, that's fine now. So hopefully that error is gone there. Yeah, there will be another error down here, I think. So here job 2 as well. Okay, so that's it. So I can just change it back to tax as well. So this is the second part of the if statement. If the checkbox is not checked in this case, this is what happened. Alright, change that to tax. That's what happened. So let's see if I can reduce it so that you guys can see it. And now let's come back here, double click on total. Okay, if I take it from the top, let's take it from the top so that you can see the codes. Those are the lines of codes for the total. The if statement. And there. Take it down. Yeah. Okay. That's the first part of the if statement. The second part of the if statement, which is the else, and that is it. Those are the lines of codes. Right there, you will see where discount is assigned as 0. That's it, because there's no discount checked. If it's not checked, so it's 0. Okay, and that is all to the addition or to the total. Okay, so if I run this program now, let me just compile and run. There, enter the amount of material you want in there, and the hour work per, or the labor, okay, per hour, and how many miles traveled. If I click on total, that is what we get. Supposing this guy got a discount, there you can see that as 600 here and 66 there. Let's uncheck it to confirm. You see 666. Okay guys, you see that's working as expected. Just in case if you're wondering what this is all about, it's just a design because I just couldn't figure out what to put in there, so I just leave it blank. And that is that. So the next thing we need to do now is just to put together this calculator and this one. Those ones are very easy. I have the codes on YouTube already, so I'm just going to put that together. Just copy the code and put in there, and this one as well. So exit. So let's double click on button 7. In button 7, those are the lines of codes for button 7 right there. Can you see that? Okay, exactly the same thing was repeated for the next button. It's just the same line of code. Look at that. Well, if you have any need for this code, you can always send me an email. I'll just forward it to you. Okay, I have a full tutorial on how to develop a calculator online anyway. Now let me show you guys the operators. Double click on the operator. Those are the lines of code for the operator. All you just need to do is copy this, double click on subtract, and just change this sign to subtract, followed by addition, the same thing, multiplication. Now let's look at equals. That is the equals. Those are the lines of code for equals. and those are my YouTube channel where you guys will gain access to the full calculator tutorial. There they are. Okay, and take it down. Local variable declare for the answer, so that's it right there. Those are the lines of codes. That's to store the addition part of it. Else, if it's subtraction, first number is deducted from second number, and whatever the result is entered into this answer. Answer is a string, if you guys have a look, because you can only store a string into the display, and that is it here. Answer is assigned to the display. The same thing for the multiplication and division. Okay, then we have the so that is all for the calculator. I think I still have one or two things. Okay, double click on the clear. That's the clear button. That's how you clear it. Now backspace. These are the lines of code for the backspace. The lines of code for the backspace right there. Okay, plus minus, the lines of code for that. And that is all for the calculator. So to start with, what I've done with the converter is as follows. Let me show you guys the variables declared for the converter. Let's go up here. First thing, you have to declare the following variables for the countries that you want to convert their money. There they are. Okay, and after that, after that, make sure you select your combo box there, and you enter the names of the country. There they are. I have the names of my countries there. Okay, you can see it right there. Alright, now you can just type everything in here. Okay, so you get rid of that. Click on OK. Alright, that's taken care of. So if I run the program now, I can always click on this combo box and you will see the names of those countries. Click on that. Look at that. It's working as expected. But this is not working yet, so we need to take care of that. The calculator works though. There. So the calculator is fine. Alright. Now let's exit. That's working. So the next thing to do is to double click on the close and enter as follows right here. Okay, now followed by the lines of codes for the conversion. Here are the conversion codes right there. Take it down. That is conversion codes. Whatever you enter into the text box, this very text box, it is then stored into this variable British pounds. Okay, now we now differentiate each of these countries. If Nigeria is selected, then string variable convert 1 equals string dot format into Nigerian currency sign, which is naira. Okay, multiply that by British pounds, which is whatever is entered in there. Alright, and multiply by the conversion rate, the Nigerian conversion rate. The Nigerian conversion rate is a global variable which is right up here. Let me show it to you. That is it here. Alright, that's the conversion rate, the US conversion rate. Kenya, Brazilian, Canadian, India, Philippines, and Indonesia. So I have all those countries conversion rate right there. So that's the first part of it for Nigeria, taken care of. Then the second one is Kenya. Conversion rate is taken care of right there. Look at it. Kenya conversion rate. And the US. I've actually used those countries that most people watch my video in. A lot of people watch my video in the US and Kenya, India, and so on. That's why I'm using their own conversion rate. I don't think they watch it in Nigeria though, but I just put it there. Okay, they also watch it in Canada. So thank you, Canadians. 0 point for Nigerians for not watching my videos. Okay, now the Brazil. Yeah, we do have some Nigerian in there, so they watch it as well. So thanks, Brazilians. That's how you convert the British pound to Brazilian. So I have India there. They watch it a lot in India. Thanks, Indian. I love you guys. Okay, right there. I also love these guys, Philippines. They're nice people. They watch it a lot. So well done. That's the conversion rate. Then finally I have Indonesia. Thanks, Indonesians, for watching my videos. I'll keep trying my best to keep you guys happy. So that's the conversion rate, guys. So if I run the program, compile and run the program, let's see what's going to happen. Select whatever country, Kenyan, £55 British hard currency, enter that in there. That gives you Kenyan shillings of 8,000 plus. Okay, we can clear that. Maybe change it to US. 500 plus British pound sterling, convert to US is about 890 something. Okay, 829. Clear. Whatever country next, Brazil, convert as Brazilian. So let's say you want to convert that same amount into Indonesia currency. That's what you get. Or India, or yeah, Philippines. Yeah, Philippines. There. Let's go for India. There. As you can see, the converter works. Now, last but not the least, is for us to take care of this receipt. So I'm going to exit and go for the receipt. Okay, let's have a look at the receipt. Double click on that, and right here, these are the lines of code for the receipt right there. So what I've done here is assigned all of the data inside those components into the following local variables. Those local variables, if you notice, they are all in string. Okay, because I can only assign string data into a test array. Let me into a test area. Actually, that's it, test area. Okay, only string variable can only be assigned to it. That's why they are all in strings right there. Okay, those are the lines of codes. You can always modify it, do whatever you like with it. There it is. And I think that'll be all for this tutorial. Let's take it down. Yeah. Bring it down again. little bit, and that is all. That'll be all. So if I compile and run, so let's run the program now. Here we have the name in there, so we'll call that Jones Anthony there, and address maybe 95 Townsend Road, London. Then material, we have 9 meters of copper there and 5 for chrome, maybe 8 for copper, and this guy has traveled about 4 miles, and he's worked for about 4 hours, and it traveled approximately 7 hours. So if we click on total, that gives us the total, and that's without discount. Supposing there's a discount, just click on total, and that is what you get with a discount. Without a discount, you can add this up, you should get 400 plus. Yeah, so that's looking good. And you can even convert that money to whatever currency you want. So we have 402, so you can just convert it to British, let's say to US dollars, and that's what you get. Okay, you can select any country and just convert it to that country. There. Okay, this is the calculator that works as expected. Alright, so what is left for me to just show you guys now is the receipt. So with the receipt, just click on this button right there. That's the cost of everything. Okay, with that, let me just show you the codes for the receipt again. Those are the lines of codes for the receipts. Take it from the top. Okay, let's move this here so that you can see it. And I'll come down. Okay, and that's all there is to this Java NetBeans Job Estimator. So we'll run it again. There. Let's enter the size of the material, hours of labor, distance travel. Click on OK. With discount, click. And with that, just call it the end of this tutorial. If you have any need for the code, you can always get in touch with me, but make sure you do subscribe. So with that, I'll just call it the end of this tutorial. Have a nice day now. Bye.